here's the value and here's why this number, and I'm standing on it. And he would convince people and they'd be all right. They would bend. I'm like, all right, you're the man. I like it.
Yeah, dude.
Keep doing it. Now he's really good with it. And he's still to this day, really good with it. And then he's good with training people as well on the educational side. So you do have you still have that first rental that you bought?
I do actually.
Nice.
I'm actually just refinancing it now. I bought it in 2012. Or it might have been 2013. No, it was 2012. And it was a single family home in South Florida, kind of like a, not a great area. Now it is, or whatever. Bought it for 47 and literally just got appraised for 260.
That's awesome.
I put maybe 10,000, 15,000 into it, something like that. So, I mean,
that's a big winner for you.
I'm not a genius. It just happened, I was just like, and it was actually a hard decision for me to choose to refinance it. But one of my mentors told me, he's like, hey, look, the money's so cheap.
You got it.
You can make so much more money off the 100 grand you're going to get from that. Yeah. You could put it into a flip or two and make so much, like you're getting, 4% money or 3 point something percent money. Plus you're still going to be cash flowing on the property because rented well, Mm-hmm. So I don't know if anybody that's watching is in that scenario. I would think about it because it's with the money being cheap as it is. And if you're going to get a big cash chunk that you're confident that you can make more than what you would have made, might be a good deal.
It just allows you a lot. There's a couple things it gives you. It gives you cash tax-free. That's tax-free income, which is beautiful, right? That's the first and foremost thing. You get to keep your asset. You don't have to worry about paying depreciation, recapture tax on it or anything like that too. So there's so many positives from that. We will not see rates this low again, I don't think, in our lifetime. In all likelihood, I can't say that for sure, but I just don't think they are. So you're paying in a, say I'm going to be refinancing that 12-unit building at 4.5%. I just can't believe that I'm going to get 4.5% for 30 years fixed on the property. So it's like ridiculous.
It's such a hedge on inflation too.
Yes.
What people don't realize, and that's why it's like, I think that's why the frenzy of housing has gone higher, because people that have investments or other investments are just kind of somewhat aware of where the market's going.
Yeah.
The dollar is going to be less. I mean, so if you get an interest rate at that, it's crazy. That's why I scurried and I'm buying a property for me to live in. I've been renting and stuff. I'm like, look, I'm paying market value. I'm in the business and I'm still paying market value in Miami because it's challenging, right? But man, I'm locking in a 3.3% for 30 years. Like, one day this interest rate's going to be, it can't really get much lower. So one day it's going to be higher and I'm going to be locked in. And, I would just consider you listening. If this is something you're going to do, Paul brings up good points. These are some points to think about when it comes to like buying something now. I don't know. Do you think it's too late for somebody to get in and buy something right now because of the prices? Like, what are your thoughts on that? I'm just curious.
You know what? Here's my motto on that. Like, you can find discounted properties still here and there, right? Especially in different markets. The key is if you can buy it and if you can cash flow rent it and you have that money to put in there and it's making a monthly income for you and you're locked in for 30-year rate, I think you're good. You know what I mean? Because I don't see rents are not going to catastrophically drop like housing prices could drop if rates shot up, right? The rent's still going to be what it is, if not potentially going up higher and higher because we have so much demand. So I think we're in a very unique, weird market that I wouldn't have said 10 years ago would even exist or even be possible to have happen. So I would say, it's still a time to go out there and find these deals. And I'm still looking for them. And there's some deals that I'm looking at here in Naples, these condos that I would consider paying retail for because I know I could still rent them monthly for more, I would cash flow. I would still cash flow the property. So it's all about collecting assets. And you hope, 10, 20 years down the road, the value is higher than it is now, right? I mean, historically, it's always been that way with real estate, but historically, we haven't had rates this low. So we might run into a period of real estate where we have very small increases over a period of a 20-year period, just in value, just because of that, if rates go up.
Yeah.
It's unique. We're in a unique spot.